Welcome to revision of 82 book summaries on the day number 4. In the day number 4, let us see all the 16 book summaries that we can cover on this day. Let us start with 37th book. Write down /37 on paper. Take your paper and pen. Write down /37. Effective decision making, EDM, written by Eduardo Bindazen. In this, we have seen different types of loops and life forces. Finding the root cause of your problem is the key to solving it. Find out root cause. Write down roots and circle over it. Root cause is the main key to solve any problem. And second thing is OODA loop. We have seen different criteria to solve decision making. And in this, I liked this particular OODA loop. OODA loop, write down OODA, and what does that OODA stands for? Observe your environment, orient the problem with your persona to your unique persona. D stands for decide a course of action. And the final most important step is A stands for act on your decision. Taking decision is so important, and acting on your decision is more important than just thinking of that. So OODA loop says to us to follow these 4 principles. Observe your environment, surroundings, orient the problem to your unique persona or your body language, decide your course of action, and act on your decision. And in this lesson, SWOT analysis also there: strength, weakness, opportunities, threats for taking decision making on business. And we have seen the Porter 5 forces, which are very important for increasing the profitability of a business or a sales to the particular product. How the people make buying. For that, Porter given 5 forces. People buy because of these 5 forces: degree of competitive rivalry, threats of new entrants, threats of substitutes, buyer bargaining power, supplier bargaining power. These 5 forces depends or either increases sales or decreases sales. So these are the key components of the sales. Degree of competitive rivalry. If suppose there is a competition, then there will be the price up or price down. Threats of new entrants. If the product is having the new entrants, and that threat also will impact on the pricings. Threats of substitutes, buyer bargaining power. Based on the demand and supply, it will occur. Even supplier bargaining power. So these 5 factors impact on the decision making of the business. Let us go for the next powerful book, Deep Work, written by Cal Newport. Let us see what does the deep work suggesting us. Many of us know what is deep work, what is shallow work. Write down /38, deep work, DW. In the deep work, there are 4 strategies, 4 approaches. Monastic approach, which is meant by like monk mode approach, bimodal approach, rhythmic approach, journalistic approach. Rhythmic approach is like Pomodoro technique. Monastic is like monk mode technique. Bimodal and journalistic also another types of strategies where you can try to impact or inculcate the deep work. So productive meditation can help you work deeper even while you are taking a break. So if you are taking a break, then productive meditation can help you work more and more deeper. So stop working at the same time each day. There is a science behind that. Stop working at the same time each day. Means if suppose you are ending the time 5 p.m. today, tomorrow also you need to stop at the same time, 5 p.m. tomorrow. Like the same way, you need to make it a practice to stop working. There is no need of starting same work at the same time, but stop working should be the same time in every day. So that is all about deep work. Let us go for next book summary, 39th book summary, Make Time, written by two authors, Jake Knapp and John Jaredski. So stop work in the deep work and deep work strategies. There are two things: deep work, shallow work, and we need to focus on deep work. Make time. Let us go for make time /39. Make time MT. In the make time, pick up a highlight of every one of your days that's either important, meaningful, or brings you joy. Pick up a highlight of your day. Suppose you have today, a highlight should be either focused work on or focusing on relationships, either it may be whatever it is. Pick up a highlight of every day. Minimize distractions from both work and fake entertainment by designing your environment. Your environment should be neat and clean, or your environment should be motivating you to take actions on that particular time. Do some of the things your ancestors would have done each day to stay healthy and full of energy. So this is important to have your perfect time in your work. So do some of the things your ancestors, your parents, and your ancestors would have done each day to stay healthy and full of energy, like eating healthy food, eating healthy drinks, and going for walk, exercises. All these things made them healthy and full of energy. So follow your ancestors is one of the technique that we can learn from the book Make Time. Let us go for free to focus. /number 40, free to focus, written by Michael Hyatt. In this book, we have seen top 3 lessons as trying to get faster is making you less productive. So if you are trying to get faster, if you want to get faster results, then it will make you less productive. Always think result will come in the compound effect. You will become more effective at work if you schedule and protect your leisure time. It is not only about your work routine schedule, you need to plan your leisure time. If you don't plan your leisure time, then you are not going to become effective. Plan your leisure time. How do you spend your leisure time? Half an hour, how do you spend leisure time? The most efficient people know that every yes has a no behind it. And if you are saying yes for something, then that means you are saying no to other things. And have the courage to deny unimportant requests. Important point, have the courage to deny unimportant requests. So this is all about free to focus. Let us go for how to stop procrastinating by S.J. Scott. This is another favorite book of mine. In this, there are few apps and web apps given us to stop procrastinating. Use Beaminda, Coach.me, Evernote, web or app for tracking your goals or sessions or reviews, whatever it is. Currently, I'm doing on my lifestyle hub, so that I'm not following this, but track your progress every day and do daily review sessions to know what tasks are important. Every day it is mandatory to review the sessions, either before going to bed or after, as soon as you wake up. And then connect action with rewards. If there is no reward, then there is no connection of taking actions. So set reward system before setting the actions. So that's how you can stop procrastinating. And there are lots of other techniques given by S.J. Scott. Let us go for the next book, 42nd book. It's nothing but At Your Best, written by Carrie Newhoff. In this book, the author suggests us to focus on time by discovering your energy zones. We have different types of energy zone. At particular time, we might have red zone, green zone, or yellow zone. Red zone means we are not at all productive, or we are taking so much leveraging time. And in the green zone means we are highly productive, highly active, and highly effective. That type of work zone we have. And sometimes it is yellow, not that much productive, not that much lazy. So there are 3 types of zones, and focus on your time, which zone you are in. If you are having in a deep work, you might be going into the green zone. if you are having your physical sessions, even though you are effective, sometimes if you take laziness on mobile distractions, then it will comes around red or yellow. Focus on what you can control and recalibrate when it is needed. Focus on what you can control in your day. Suppose in your day, there are 2 to 3 red zones. Don't plan your high productive task on that particular zone. Do your best to work when you are in green zone. Do your best to work in when you are in green zone. Write down this. Do your work on your green zone. And for deep focus on the activities and even to talk with the people that matter most. If suppose you want to talk with the higher authorities or influencers or who are superior than you, make sure that talking with that person will go from the green zone. Why? Because that makes you to take more and more actions from them and progress to the next level. So that's all about the 42nd book, At Your Best. Let us see the book number 43, Focus by Daniel Goleman. In this book, once your brain feels fried, just let your thoughts wander. It is not about making a brain as a dustbin. Once your brain feels fried, just let your thoughts wander, go off. You cannot do anything better for your willpower than work on something you love. So if you work on what you love, then there is no need to work. There was a saying like that. So that's what author is also suggesting us to do whatever we love. Think of distant problems as immediate to the better plan for the future. Means it is also suggesting us to think about the long-term plan. This will be covered in the another book summary. Until then, let us see the next book, Why We Sleep. There is a secret behind sleeping, written by Matthew Walker. Let us see why we sleep. When you sleep less, you increase your chances of heart disease and other health problems. You are just as much of a threat to society as a drunk driver when sleep deprived. Better sleep comes from following a few simple tips. That few simple tips are related to food, environment, and the night rituals that you perform. Why we sleep is to regain the energy, to have your beautiful body relaxations. So that's all about why we sleep. Let us go for Spirit Hacking by Shaman Durek. In this, Shaman Durek is suggesting us to connect with the ancestors, how they are doing that. Step outside the matrix and discover your authentic self. Whatever the matrix is there, step out of that matrix and discover your authentic self, your authenticity. Time is not linear, so success is never far away. So if the time itself not linear, then success also the same way acts according to time. Every species on earth is sentient and powerful. We can heal ourselves with the help of techniques that our ancestors performed or shamans performed. So in that technique, few hacking techniques of spiritual soul has been given from the Shaman Durek. If you want to go for healing from the learning from ancestors, you can simply go through this spirit hacking book. Let us see the 2 awesome hours. How do you set 2 awesome hours per day? So let us see how you can do that. Become effective daily using 5 simple strategies of setting 2 awesome hours. Make your workspace work for you. Recognize your decision points. Manage your mental energy. Stop fighting distractions. Leverage your mind-body connection on that particular 2 hours time. In a day, try to set out 2 hours time, and in this 2 hours time, your energy will be in the peak state if you work on that regularly. So become effective on that particular 2 hours written by Josh Davis. If you want to work on the 2 awesome hours, just go through the book summary again, and you will get beautiful insights to work on that. Own the Day and Own Your Life is the next book written by Aubrey Marcus. Let us see the how you can own your own life by owning your current day. In this book summary, we have seen few techniques to own your current day. Means how do you lead a positive day? Naps have been scientifically proven to boost productivity. So if you have very less time to sleep in the night, then it is suggested to take naps to have been scientifically proven to boost your productivity. Set training goals that target overall health, not just one muscle group. If you want to target health, then target for overall health, not for just one muscle group or not for just one legs or biceps. Rehydrate by drinking water every morning instead of coffee. Hydrate yourself by drinking water every morning. Take supplements and avoid simple carbohydrates. So in this book also we have covered about food categories and health activities and taking sleep naps, power naps. All the activities were discussed in this book. So if you want to become productive with the help of healthy lifestyle, then this book is for you. Own the Day and Own Your Life. Let us see the next book, Mind Hacking. That we have seen powerful action step from this book, Mind Hacking by Sir John Hargrave. In this book, we have seen 21 days challenge of mind hacking. Log into your mind like a super user and go beyond the user mode. So super user have full control towards all the users, as you know, and log into your mind like a super user. Don't go like a normal user. Train your mind to focus by eliminating distractions. Imagination can project you further in life, contribute to your daily happiness. In this book summary, we have seen 21 days challenge of mind hacking, and we have received 21 audios through email from the author Sir John Hargrave to improve the mind hacking. We have seen the different exercises of 21 days. If you want to go for 21 days mind hacking, again go for that and revise the entire 21 days journey. Let us go for 49th book summary, Long-Term Thinking for a Short-Sighted World by Jim Brown. This is one of the favorite book again. Why? Because it is giving few techniques to work for the long term, and it supports the encouraging nature, and it is supports the local businesses. Lots of things are there, and let us see what is that author Jim Brown saying. Cars, like many people fascinated with the driving car, cars have long-term negative consequences on nature and even on our behavior. Many people think that cars will give you good comfort or good luxuries, but it have long-term negative consequences on nature and on eventually on our behavior also. Local businesses have essential long-term benefits and need to be supported. If you have any local shops nearby surrounded you, try to purchase the groceries or daily goods from the local businesses, not from the online resources. Right now, many people are preferring the online resources. Let us try to come forward and help the local shops or local businesses so that it will give them their benefits, also will help you to have more and more resources. There will be some unique items will be provided in the local businesses, even if you will not get those items in the online businesses. So always support local businesses around you. Find renewable energy resources and think long term. Never think short term. Why? Because we are in the short-sighted world right now. So if you want to have the long-term thinking, or if you want to work on the nature-related renewable energy resources, or if you want to work on the long-run game, then this book is for you. Let us see the next book, The Free Time Formula. It is also a planning of leisure time. How do you plan your leisure time? Let us see the free time formula. Setting just one priority for the day. Suppose today is Thursday. What is the one priority of the day? Either you can set any category also, yeah, or else you can set the theme day. Create a theme day and pull similar tasks. If you have similar type of tasks, combine and club them into single part. Setting just one priority for the day ahead helps you focus on your most important commitments. If you set, let us take an example. Today, I want to set a theme day as automation. I want to work on the automation, all the related things, either emailing, blogging, videos, all these things I can club together as a power of automation. Like that same way, you can also think about your theme day of your current day and pull current similar tasks. Social media and distracting thoughts are two great enemies of making the most of your time. Write down these two things: social media, SM, and distracting thoughts, DT. SM and DT are two more great enemies that making most of our time. So if you are being into social media for a long time in the day, or if you are having distracting thoughts by having phone calls or having messages, notifications, then these two are becoming two great enemies of your most valuable time. Clarify your professional goals and personal goals to have the free time formula. So these are the few techniques that you can set from the free time formula. How do you set your theme day is the most important lesson that we can take from the free time formula written by Jeff Sanders. Let us see the book, The Joy of Work, which also suggests us to satisfy with the current job and how do you feel the joy while working, written by Bruce Daisley. Let us see the joy of work, which gives us 5 powerful lessons. Walking boosts creative thinking. The author Bruce Daisley suggests that walk with your colleague. Walk with your colleague, even whether you are working, whether you are doing some other business activity, walk with your colleague. Too much connection and too much information can lead you to hurry anxiety. Hurry anxiety is a symptom that makes you counterproductive or unproductive because of too much connection or too much information. Make it limited. And it is best to work less than 40 hours a week. As a human psychology, it is better to work less than 40 hours a week. Take social breaks, get plenty of sleep. So if you get these two things, you will perform very well and effective in your work, and you will feel the joy of working. And give your laughter a chance in work. Don't be so much serious like something is gone. Include some smiles and laughter in your work. Even if you are going for presentation, add some humor in between. This is all about The Joy of Work, written by Bruce Daisley. Let us see the another book, Designing Your Work Life, written by Bill Burnett and Dave Evans. This is also a book for designing your career or work life. Wherever you are in your career is good enough, right, for now. Learn to design your work and you can have money and meaning. If you want to move from job to your business, or if you want to leave your job, then learn to design your work first, and after setting your work, then you can have money and meaning leaving your job. Brainstorm a list of all answers. Write down these two things: eliminate BTO and work on BDO. BTO means best theoretical options. We have best theoretical options, lots of theoretical options are available. But we need to work on BDOs. BDO stands for best doable options. There is no need, no profit or no success only following the BDOs. Always work out on BDOs. This is all about 16 book summaries that we have covered today. Let me make it some more attractive. Yeah. Let us see what are the book summaries that we have covered till now. Effective decision making, for having a right decision taking strategies. Deep work is for focusing deep into the while working, and there is a shallow work. Instead of a shallow work, you need to focus on the deep work. Make time is suggesting us to work on time principles. How do you set the highlight? How do you select the highlight of the day? And free to focus is to focus on particular schedule. The most efficient people say yes and to the only things that they need. For every yes, there will be the no also. How to stop procrastinating is also powerful techniques on stopping procrastinating. In this particular book, we have seen different apps. At your best also provides the work related principles to become the best of your work. Focus again gives the productivity tips to focus more on that highly important task. Why we sleep gives healthy benefits, like what are the things to be taken care to go for sleep. Let us go for 45th book, Spirit Hacking. Follow your ancestors to hack your spirit soul. 2 awesome hours suggest us to have at least 2 hours which is focused and effective in your day. Own the day and own your life is also suggesting us to own the day with the help of healthy habits. Mind hacking is suggesting us to hack our mindset with the help of 21 days mind hacking challenge. Long-term thinking is suggesting us to help the local businesses and to work for long-term thinking instead of just getting instant gratification. The free time formula is suggesting us to plan our leisure time and to work out on the love what we do, what we love to do. The joy of work is also suggesting us to enjoy the work. Whatever the work you are doing, enjoy your work. Design your work life, suggesting us before quitting your job, you need to design your work life. You need to set your dream job, then only you can quit current job. That is what we have learned from these 16 book summaries. See you in another set of summaries. Until then, stay connected, keep progressing.